Good morning, everyone. Namaste. It is I, Gina Louise, which is here once again today to help raise the vibration of our collective consciousness. Today is June the 1st of 2025. Wow, huh? And God asked me to drum for you today. That was different. That was cool. I really got my energies going. Maybe I'll start doing that. A daily drum or something. Because when God asks me to do something, I just jump in and do it. As you can see. There are methods to God's madnesses. My apparent madnesses, right? God's methods. We want to get that energy out into the world. We want to get that positive, free-flowing, fresh, vibrant energy out into the world. Okay? We want to get the truth out into the world. All truths. Because there are a lot of bullcraps floating around out there now. But bullcraps, they smack up bullcrap, We know what fresh, real good energy is when we see it and taste it and smell it and hear it. We know it fills our hearts. Oh, you want to see something? Like the card this morning that I drew, that I was looking at upside down first, but then I got it right. Look, here's a plant quite like that one. It might even be a piece of it. Look, see? And this window is huge. It goes all over the place, but I just wanted to share that little bit of it with you. Something real, something of God, something just simple. A simple plant, right? But that plant, as it fills my window, as I sleep at night, it keeps me breathing fresh oxygen all night long. It makes sure, right? I give it some of that. It makes sure that I, right, am healthy, and I can breathe. It breathes in my what I breathe out, and I breathe in what it breathes out, and together we exchange each other's energy. And I bring that cup of water every day and put it in there. See if it needs a little more, Make sure it's fed. And I care for the plant, and the plant cares for me. And not only does it bring me fresh oxygen as I sleep, but it brings me joy. Every time I look at it, it has a resonance. Right? Plants, they bring us joy. We don't like to admit it. Some people don't. Those who love plants, though, we admit it. We admit it right to our core. We defend the fact that anything green brings me joy. You don't go sit in the city and have a picnic. I'm saying to me, like, oh wow, it's a beautiful day. Let's just go sit in a parking lot. No, you go where there's the most nature to look at. You do. You go to a field of flowers, maybe with a view of trees or trees all around you and above you, and in a view of nature. It's all what you want. Mountains and trees and rolling fields and oh my God, when a critter comes by, it's such a magical moment. It's such a magical moment. A deer. Oh, look at a deer. My God. Oh, some turkeys. Oh my God, look at, right? Oh, look at the little raccoon. My goodness. How cool. Right? I've been around the country. I've seen animals outside. From, dolls, sheep, in desert mountains all the way to like, oh, little doe putting her nose to the stream in an Appalachian mountain stream. At the top of that mountain that day too was a huge owl. When I got to the top of that mountain that day, there was a tree that was, way down there, but the top of the tree was up here. And so I'm up here in the mountain, and there's this owl, right? And as I get up there, like, she was like looking away, and as she turned around, she looked at me. And then she just looked back away. It was so cool. Like we met eyes. She looked at me like, oh, hi. And then she just looked back away. And I drew a big, beautiful picture of her. I don't know where that is. I just want to share everything I am with you because that's what God asks. So I'm going to keep trying to find new ways to bring up my energy, because the more energy that I get coming through me, the better I can see. Little by little, my eyesight's starting to come back in. I'm starting to actually, not just see little things, but make sort of details out. I can sort of make some details out here and there. The sunlight. Oh my God. Nothing helps like the sunlight. Really, I'm telling you, when I'm outside in the sunlight, I'm feeling like I'm getting healed by the moment. You like get that, keep those you've got like drainage ducts, lymph nodes in there. You want to keep them nice and running. You can drain them, and get them running. Keep yourself fresh and clean and inside and out. Your sinuses, I use like a salted, you really get those alien little, only that one, no, nothing that's got anything, no bullshit in it, just the saline one, just to wash and clean and keep that, keep everything running nice and smooth and clean from stem to stern. That's what I am. That's how I stay fresh and clean and brand new every morning, right? Right? And so I'm still the same. People say, oh, wow, you look the same as you did. Well, you haven't changed a bit. Why would I change? You know what I'm saying? If I believe that God made me perfectly the way I am, then why would I change anything? I just, I get to know it better. I get to take care of it better. I get to nurture what I am better. Because I've noticed through my life, when I let the parts of me that are really me, right? When I let those parts go and put them on the back burner to do other things, that's when I get fat and crusty and start looking old, and I get painy, and oh my God, and if I let, things happen to me other than back on God's path. And we can't scold ourselves because that's the energy we were in for the past, dozen years? But now it's let go. Oh, hey, it's me again. Right? And now the energies are here to stay. Okay, I'm here. I'm back, and I'm just beginning. I'm excited about what's coming in this world. Reaching everyone, and everyone waking up and seeing that it's okay. We can be happy, Yeah, that we do. Nobody owns this. God gave this earth to the goddess. I am the goddess. It's mine, okay? And I give it to all of you freely, to not to hurt it, okay? Like I said, you're going to get hell off of my planet, okay? It's time for hell to get off the planet now. Okay, we the good people are going to decipher what we know, what's shitty and what's not. Like, we know what's good and what isn't. We have the say now. Right? It's not them evil pedophiles who said that they were in control. God gives us the power. Well, you know what? God put me here to get in their face, to say, you know what? God's pissed that you said you're from God. You're not from God. You've never been from God. Nothing you've ever done has been godly. It's just the opposite. You awful evil entities. But God put me here, and guess what? Bing, bing, boom. You have no more power now, okay? Because the truth lives, right? Real love, care, and nurture is. So your fake bullshit is really obvious of what kind of bullshit it is, okay? And we're not gonna take it like a Tommy. Go watch that movie, Tommy, okay? Tommy. It's about a little kid who witnessed something awful. okay? His mother and his uncle so-and-so killed his father, okay? And he saw it. And they said to him, you didn't see it, you didn't hear it, you won't say nothing to nobody. You didn't see it, you didn't hear it, you won't say nothing to nobody. So the kid goes deaf, dumb, and blind, you know? And eventually, I mean, he goes through a lot of shit. He goes through a lot of shit because life will put us through shit, and it does, right? And they got you, you know. Everybody wants to be like Tommy, so they put blinders and they put things in their ears and a cork. Oh my God, it's exactly what they've got you done. They don't want you to see it, they don't want you to hear it, and they certainly don't want you to talk about it, right? But eventually, people go, you know, boom, and then they boom, and boom, you know, we're not gonna take it. Oh yeah, and they don't, right? Because we do see and we do hear and we can speak. And you know what we really do is we feel, okay? They want you to forget that you feel. They want you to be stern and not have any feelings for each other that we're just things. We're not things. Nothing is a thing. My plant is not a thing, all right? Oliver, who's sitting right behind there, it's not a thing. He's such an entity, as am I, as are you. I want you to realize it. I want you to realize it, that you were made specific. And when I say made in the image of God, okay, it means made in the imagination of God. That's what it means, right? That you were formulated in the heavens with God's wildest imagination for good to exist on this earth. Okay? You're a chance. You're that Christ consciousness. Here's another chance in this way. And God weaves it up, puts it on this earth. And then he takes another one. And he says, okay, but over here it needs to be like this. So he weaves that perfect. And here we go. Boom. And off we go into the world to incorporate that Christ consciousness that God created in us. Right? We're not to look at all the, oh my God, I'm this, that, and the other thing. Oh my God, I have 1,000 things I could complain about, right? If I wanted to focus on all the other bullshit, but no. I know the entity God made of me, okay? No matter what else, okay? No matter what else. All those what else's are to strengthen that inner spirit. Damn straight it is, right? We're unstoppable. We are unstoppable. We, the Christ consciousness of this world, we are the future. Okay? We are the future. Okay? The crest of the wave before it goes, you know, over here looks parched and dry. You know, parched and dry. They'll say, parched and dry. That's the way it is. It's gonna be parched and dry forever. But the crest of the wave knows better. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Here it comes. And it's not gonna be dark forever. The dawn is coming. You know, the dawn is here. You know? It's the light. Hi. Everything gonna be alright. Yeah. Because Gina Luisa really does exist in this world. And no matter what any kind of magic wants to stop this, they can't. They can't because God created it. This everything that I am is bursting out into the world. Yay! Evil's going to have to really just sit down, shut up, go away. Because it's... go away. We're going to get rid of it. In no uncertain terms either. Okay? Just like they did in the days of old, you know? You're a pedophile in the volcano with you, all right? You know? You smack your wife in the volcano with you. You lie, you cheat, you steal. Right? All you can think about is doing evil things. So you can instead of you know, my head couldn't even think of something like that. Right? Say, I'm always positive. I'm always thinking of what next I can do better. If you're not one of those The world needs we who are doing better. If you're going to be doing worse, in a volcano with you. We've had enough of that. Let's see what the world does with we let the evil run things for a while. Look what he did. Shit it all up, okay? So we're done now with that. Those ideas were stupid. We knew they were stupid, having war be the focus of everything, money and war. Ugh. Well, guess what? It left us in lack, and in stink and filth. So instead of that, we're gonna focus on abundance and nurture, okay, and respect. Respect, not getting one over at each other, but helping each other. Hello. It's time for the intelligent people to take over the earth now. We're done listening to stupidity. Yay. It's a new currency in town now. And wisdom is attached to it. I love you all. We are manifesting a new world. I'm so happy to have you all manifesting with me. I'll see you tomorrow.